Hello to each and every one of you guys for joining me on this absolutely marvelous Tuesday. As above, so below, we talking about Mars energy. Y'all know I'm talking about vitality, that war planet. That's where that dragon blood resides. You understand? That old strong Kundalini energy. Thank you so much to each and every one of you guys for supporting me. Also, guys, to my TikTok family, Instagram video, Facebook, also to Instagram as well. We want to say hello to each and every one of you guys that are being notified that I am live, and I hope you guys are ready for tonight. This is Tuesday. Y'all know what? As above, so below. And we are talking to my brothers and sisters. What's up, Bo? What's up there? My Bo ass is in the house. Pisces. Then we got my Shamari, my Cancer from Chicago, the Windy City. I think Florida done tried to switch out and manipulate because it's cool over here. We supposed to be the Sunshine State. What's up there, Kendall Hall? What's up? That's Geneva. Leo from Michigan. What's up, Janine Wise? Come on up in the room. Room. I want to say hello to each and every one of you. What's up there, my exclusive case? Look how she chimed in there. Scorpio all the way. From front to back. Yes. I like the idea of that, Scorpio, especially when you ruling over genitals. What's up there, Mama Susan? Susie Q up in the house. Yes, baby. Gemini, come through, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all know, like, ever since my elevation has been going on, I have been like really just coming up with new inspirations to do my conjure and my workings and stuff. So I'm so very excited. I want to say to each and every once again, happy birthday, because I have an auntie and a cousin. One birthday before Christmas, the other one after Christmas. So just in case. I think I did do it, but I want to say again, happy birthday to my cousin Touche and happy birthday to my auntie Pat. She always been there for me. She even gave me a Christmas present and birthday present. So I need to acknowledge that. Want to say to each and every one of you guys, if I have not gotten back to a lot of my text messages, because I have so many, but I want y'all to know, anybody that have texted me, anybody that have commented me, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. The Happy New Year, the Merry Christmas, the Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holiday, whatever you were saying to Apostle Ely, it is very much appreciated. All right. We want to say also to each and every one of you guys, to my church family, thank you so much for your love and support. To each and every one of you guys that individually reach out to me, thank you so much. I want to say to my Christian buddies before we get started tonight, these are the 72 names of God, technology of the soul. We do so well on YouTube and Facebook. We might not be actually working with TikTok for a while. You understand? Even though they're going to let me back on, I'm really, for what I want to teach and how I want to teach, this is the better platform. And this is where a lot of you guys are going to get a lot of the more solid information. To all of you guys that have been joining my class, I did get some of your info, your emails and some of the stuff, but we will be doing that on the first of the year, getting your classes done. I promise you, you are going to love it. You're going to get a lot. Y'all know I'm a Sagittarius, so y'all already get a lot. You understand? Ask my exes. Anyway, so I want to say hello to each and every one of you guys, and thank you for being a part of my world. Somebody said I'm a squirrel just trying to get a nut. All right, we want to say hello to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Hello to y'all and welcome. We are excited about what I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? I want to say to all of you guys that have not got an opportunity, what's up, Minister Mario, son of Ochosi, Capricorn in the house. If you have not got a chance to order your New Year's Eve candles, they are on my website. They're up under the candles. You have to go to the candle section and click on there. Listen, guys, I only have, I have 50. I don't have 50 more. I haven't got count yet. But if you want me to be burning a candle, you must, if I don't have a picture of you, I have to have a picture of you. And I'm going to be burning that between the church and my office. So I only have space for 50 candles where I can actually operate and without burning the house down and the church down. You understand? Got to be reasonable, okay? And those are only simply for $100 donations. All of you guys that want to be a part of that, ask your ancestors. Is this something you need to be participating in and getting the benefit? Because where there's a will, there's always a way. So once again, thank you so much to each and every one of you guys. I want to say to, I was kind of waiting on her. What's up, Shamari? I see you. What's up there, my key Scorpio? I just saw you slide in there. Thank you for being with me, baby. Now, tonight is the night. And I want to share to my brothers and sisters. Oh, want to say hello and happy Merry Christmas to my madrina, padrino, and to each and every one of you guys, my fellow brothers and sisters in the ATR. Oh, Lord. Just got a text message come through. I want to say to each and every one of you guys that I love the practice. Not so much as how people treat each other. It's kind of the same kind of mentality, guys. So as you get endeavor to whether it's Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, Hoodoo, Kabbalah, whatever you get into, make sure you don't forget your common sense into this. And because people have the same mentality no matter what of the ATR. And the song said people are the same way wherever you go. What's up, my Natasha Foster, my Aquarius from North Carolina? They are the same, and you need discernment, and you need to be able to resonate with people that are going in your direction. We talked about that, but tonight we're going to talk about something that is so essential in universal laws, especially as above, so below. We're talking about Mars, taking action, understanding the directions where we're going, how to utilize our energy. What's up there, my Taurus, unveiling and this is the stuff that y'all know. I'm a proactive individual. For all of the New Year's workings that I'm going to be doing. If you guys are in Florida or you're in the area or you can afford to fly to be in my New Year's service that I'm going to be, actually we're going to be eating at 4 and doing the drumming at 6 o'clock. So if you want to be a part of that, awesome post into today. Oh, thank you so much. Did y'all miss the video? Yeah, I did a video earlier today. I am really, giving you guys heartfelt experiences so you guys will understand what all entails when it comes down to your spiritual journey, and to make the most of your magic, that you're not misusing or abusing your energy, and actually making life worth living. Okay, I want to talk about something tonight that it doesn't matter if you're an Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, Palo, whether you're a Christian, Ajay, midget. I heard last they got offended with me talking about gay, straight, and about I'm just trying to acknowledge and to be inclusive. You know what I'm saying? But you know, people I hear, they don't want the truth. Don't matter how you say it, what pronoun you use, or how you address people, whether you cuss them out, whether you sweet as pie. People don't want to hear the truth. I get that. But this right here, y'all gonna need this. I listened to that video from earlier while I worked out this morning. It was a good message. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It is necessary, and you'll find out as you train with me why the stuff that I teach, why I even put it out there. I realize that a lot of people are not gonna do the work. Like I want to be 1,000 with you. I understand how much work it is to work on self. And you got to be really dedicated. You have to be really focused. You have to be really committed. And a lot of people just ain't that way. A lot of people they want to, if they put some time in, they don't want to put a lot of time. And this is a lifelong journey, okay? Anybody that really practices real magic, real craft, they'll tell you it is a lifestyle. It is not something you do every now and then when you feel like it, when you got it. It's you do it whether you got it or don't got it, whether you feel like it or don't feel like it. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. This right here, my subject is why warnings are ignored. What's up, my Taurus? Happy Tuesday to you. Thank you for joining us on tonight. Now, Apostle Ely, what are you talking about? Why warnings are ignored? We're going to talk about this for grown folk. My lives are really, really not for children. They are for grown people that are willing to make the decision and to reevaluate themselves in order to live in the reality that they want to. Because this is going to be a doozy too. Okay? Now, why warnings are ignored. First of all, I'm going to start with Amos, the 3rd chapter, verse 7. It says this: surely the Lord will do nothing, but he will reveal his secret unto his servants, the prophets. What's up, my son? My eldest son in here, Trey, is in the house. Cancer in the house. I want to explain this about whether you are working with Olodumare, whether you're the Mighty and Zombie, whether you call him El Shaddai, whether you call him him, her, whatever divinity you serve. If you are truly serving the Spirit, they're going to warn you. They're going to give you heads up. What's up, Cassandra Bell? What's up, babe? In true spirituality, no matter whether you acknowledge it or not, Spirit is always warning. Spirit is always giving insight to a situation, whether we adhere to it or not. Why am I talking about this? Because, first of all, most of us, when we get into situations and circumstances, don't matter tradition, don't matter age, when things happen to us, we'll say things like, God let this happen to me. No, God didn't let that happen to you. What you did was every warning that was sent to you, whether it was through the Chinese cookies, whether it was through the song that came on the radio, whether it's through somebody you didn't like that was trying to tell you that somebody wasn't good for you, you ignored all of the warnings. That's what it is. Most of us do not want to acknowledge that whether we got it in a dream or a vision, there was a spirit in you that was trying to get you not to go there, do that, say that, or do that. You understand? A part of being able to acknowledge God's hand in your life is to acknowledge all of the signs that you chose as a grown man or woman to ignore. I wanted to write this down. First of all, we got to first define what a warning is. Okay? A warning is something in which is said or written to tell people of the possible danger, problem, or other unpleasant things that might happen. When you get a warning from whatever source divine chooses, are you the type of man or woman to adhere to the warnings? That you can benefit, that you don't have to run into said problem, said unpleasant thing, or said danger. Okay? A part of this journey is being able to be tapped into your spirits, your ancestors, your gods and goddesses. And there's too many people out here saying that God is speaking them or guiding them, and you just running into way too many danger. You finding yourself in way too many problems. You understand? I do understand that we all were born unto trouble in the book of Job. But the stuff that most people get into is because they're not listening to the warnings. And they don't see them as warnings. Okay? And that's another reason why I want to talk about this. We don't even see certain things as a warning. I'm glad my eldest son here, so I can say something so he can affirm it himself. The word ignore means to refuse to take notice or acknowledge or disregard intentionally. So it is not accidental that you ignore certain warnings. Okay, let's just be real about things. In order for me to help some of you guys, you got to first acknowledge that there were warning signs before you got into a deeper situation. Okay? And when people are telling you not today, when people are saying this ain't a good time, these are all warning. Now, as a grown man or woman, yes, you can push past somebody telling you they're not in the state of mind to have said conversation. They're not financially in a position to have a relationship. These are all warnings. And when people conduct themselves in a certain type of way and you want what you want beyond the warning, that's all I want us to get to the point. No matter how hurt you got into the situation, no matter how damaged you got, no matter what you went through, one thing I want you to do before 2023 get here is to first acknowledge you were warned. That's all I want you to do. So we can start, first of all, God, thank you for the warning. Yes, I ignored it and intentionally ignored it. Huh? When I went to my spiritual dad about my relationship, he said to me, he said, that woman old enough to be your mama. She should be effing me. Y'all will never be in the same cycle of life. I did not adhere. Those are warning. Every warning you get, you might not like what you hear, but it's still a warning. The reason why I want to talk about this, because we don't define certain things as warnings. We say people trying to hurt our feelings, or people don't want us to be great, or people are trying to hold us back. When in actuality, that was your spirit. Because your spirit knew you weren't going to be listening to them. So they utilized other people to tell you the very thing that you needed to hear. But you didn't take it like that. You didn't define that as a warning. You defined that just like I did. What you trying to say? Oh, I know I'm not going to. Come on here, somebody, huh? I told you my lies for grown. Then we got Proverbs. No, hold on. I'll go back to Proverbs 18:12. The purpose of a warning, I like this. I'm going to reread that. A purpose for warning is something said or written to tell people of the possible danger, the problem, or any other unpleasant thing that might happen. If you don't want certain things happening to you again in 2023, then you need to start mastering paying attention to the signs, the warnings. Exit 2 miles. I did it today. Saw the exit, saw the warning, saw the sign, we're doing something else, passed it. And then in the end of the day, guys, all I want us to do is acknowledge. Even if you make a mistake or you pass the warning, acknowledge that you were warned. You're not walking into stuff unannounced. You're not walking into situations and circumstances. I've been telling you guys about these candles. I've been telling you guys about these work. Because guess what? Challenges are going to be coming in 2023. And many people are going to say this. Oh, I didn't get that memo. Oh, I didn't understand. That's right. Grow my discernment. Accountability. Absolutely. Now, I didn't even know this, but I'm going to share this with y'all. I like the way that this was written. It says to effectively warn somebody. Listen to this. Number one, you have to reach your audience. In order to be a person that people are going to listen to, you got to be able to reach certain people. People say, well, why you say this and why you do it like this? Because I'm trying to reach people. A lot of time when you're listening to people or special vessels being used by Spirit, don't try to control how they deliver the message. A good speaker knows the audience by which is listening. You're not the only person listening to my video. You're not the only person. There are people on higher levels of education, and there are some gutter bucket people. But all souls belong to God. And when on my platform, I teach universal laws, which means it's going to be applicable whether they're in Obia, whether they're in Santeria, whether they're in Lacumi, whether they're Christian, whether they just started, whether they've been doing it for a while, whether they're good at it, whether they ain't good at it at all. I have to speak to all types of mindset and perceptions. Okay? Remember, when your preacher is truly preaching to the masses, he or she has to minister to all types of people. Stop trying to control how they deliver these messages. You got people that are gay. You got people that are straight. You got people that are bi. You got people in the closet, out the closet. You got people rich, poor. You got people that listen. You got people that don't listen. You got people that are faithful. You got people that's unfaithful. I am dealing with the souls. That's okay. Verse 2, I like this. Point 2. Capture the attention at the right time. In order to warn somebody, you have to catch them at the right time. What's up there, Calvina? Good evening. Being able to capture people's attention. Huh? Minister Mario said, I'm a very animated individual. I was like, what is it about me? He said, well, you're very animated. You know, first I thought it was a shade because he's Capricorn. But I did realize eventually what he was really saying about my personality, okay? I prefer the way Monique said I'm intoxicating. But I'm very animated. I move my hands. I'm very into what I'm doing. I'm very passionate. I'm very loud. I'm just up in your face type of person. Some people like that, but at least they do hear me, okay? So I do take up space when I am trying to warn people, okay? So being able to capture the attention of people. Number 3, calls to understand the risk. Y'all understand that? in order to warn somebody, you have to get them to understand what type of risk they will be taking if they don't listen to the warning. A lot of time we just tell people, oh, don't do this, don't do that. Like with my kids, I sat them down, I educate them. Listen, sex is a financial decision. If you want to spend 18 years of your life making a payment and giving to a person that you ain't went out there and got your own life, then have a frivolous sex, have unprotected sex. I didn't just say don't go out there and have a baby. I explained the economics that goes behind. I also telling them, and when you choose to, what's up there, my Gemini from South Africa? When you choose, when people understand the risk that they are taking by not listening to the warning, then they can make a more of an educated decision when it comes to the things that you're telling them. Sometimes we are not very good at explaining the risk that, and that's why I was explaining y'all about being able to be elevated in a greater place in 2023, because the theft you working with in 2022 wasn't doing that great anyway, but it most certainly going to be outdated when 2023 walk up in here. So teaching or explaining the risk that a person is taking by yoking themselves up with certain people continuously in certain relationships. If people don't understand the risk that they're taking, even in stocks, you have to have a certain threshold of a risk in order to make money. Okay? It is important to understand. Then it says, believe the warning relates to them. Okay, let me explain this part. When you are warning people about certain things and they don't think that warning has anything to do with them, they will ignore it. Huh? Sometimes I talk about hoes in the church and certain people in my church ignoring what I'm talking about. Sometimes I say, listen here, hoe. Like, I'm talking to you. Because sometimes you don't consider yourself a hoe. Sometimes you don't consider yourself a liar. Sometimes you don't consider yourself a thief. But you be doing all of those things, but you just don't perceive yourself as such. So sometimes you have to bring people to a reality about what and how they operate so they can actually listen to what you're saying. Because let me tell y'all something. My oldest son is here. When they got 16, I was telling them about how life was. Okay, so my son told one of my members of church, said, "Dad just trying to scare me, but it ain't that hard. Life ain't what he trying to make like it is." You understand? So when somebody doesn't know what they're up against, they can make light of all the warning. Some of y'all, it's not that you weren't warned, but you didn't see it for yourself. Like I even said, oh, I'm not my mom, I'm not my daddy. When you pull yourself out of the equation, then you cannot really get the full meaning of the warning, because right now you don't relate to it. You think he talking about or she talking about somebody else. When mom and daddy say don't go there, when somebody tell you sitting there saying to yourself, oh, that ain't me because I would never do that. Oh, that ain't me. I ain't like them. Baby. Take it for somebody that went down that road. So it goes and says, relates to them. Number 4, it says, understand the actions they need to take. When you are given a warning, I'm a person like this. I don't care what your tradition is. I teach resolutions. You know what I'm saying? I'm a problem solver. So a part of warning, tell people what they should do in order, like they give us a hurricane warning. They tell us to make sure that we put our hurricane shutters up, or make sure that we stay inside because there's a tornado warning, or they tell us that we need to make sure we have water or dry goods. When you are trying to teach people spirituality, you have, I'm feeling the anointing of God. You have to teach people that there are certain precautions that they need to take. Some of y'all see me telling you to take precaution as spending more money. So therefore you don't take my warnings and you don't get the necessary tools you need. And then you're going through things that you really shouldn't be going through because you were warned. You understand? When you look at life as spending money, then you look at stuff as though, oh, they just trying to get me to spend more money, instead of saying, you know what? I'm going to need water. I'm going to need dry goods. And guess what? They'll tell you sometimes, they'll say, well, depending on where your house is, you might have to leave and evacuate the area. How many times we done told people, oh, don't go over there. Don't do that. Them people, don't fool with them people. But we going out. We don't consider where we rooted and grounded, what our abilities are. And a lot of people say, well, I'm going to bunker in. And then they come and get drowned out. They still got their food. They still got their, what's that thing called? That they, that power the house. Generator. They got the generator. They got their dog. They got their, but because of where their house is located, and they didn't take that warning to evacuate, sometimes you got to know when to hold them. Sometimes you got to know when to fold them. And then that time comes when that warning comes. Sometimes you need to know when to walk away. Some of y'all think that every battle need to be fought every single day. No, sir. I retreated. I retracted those comments on today. Let me tell y'all something. I'm telling you why people ignore warnings. It's not that they're not being told, because a lot of people just do not think it applies to them, or they feel like somebody trying to get them to spend money. If you don't want to buy a generator, then when the power go out, don't complain. Don't complain. If you don't want to buy extra meat, or you don't want to cook up the meat, then don't complain when your food spoiled. You understand? If you're going to live in this life and you're going to willfully ignore warnings, then don't complain about the troubles or the dangers or the problems that occur when you don't listen to warnings. Okay, then I got this. Oh, this got me right here. Lead them to respond appropriately. I try to teach people proper conduct and from a sober perspective. Know what you can do and know what you can do consistently. Because I believe that consistency wins the war. I believe that most people get out and they bite off more than they can chew because they feel like because their money running good. See, a lot of stuff you have to consider even when you ain't got money. When you don't have a dollar. What's up, Kiera Cloud? What's up there? Cuzzo. A lot of time when it comes down to warning, it's not that you weren't told. It's just that you thought you had more time to play with than you did. You did not know what tomorrow holds, so you willfully ignore all those warnings. We sit in classroom. I remember telling my son, I said, you know what? You the one need this education. I already got mine. Every tool that I try to get my kids, my sons to get, had nothing to do with me. I didn't know what's up, Karen O'Brien? I did not know what they were going to face, but I was taught by a Virgo. It's best to have a tool and not need it than to need it and not have it. You understand? What's up there, Master Abel? Chris from Philadelphia, Sagittarius in the house. When you are willfully ignoring, you say that you want to be a spiritual practitioner, and you're not trying to learn the foundation of spirituality. You're completely ignoring universal laws. You're going to find yourself in a lot of trouble. I don't care what you practice. I don't care if it's Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi. All of these ATRs have warnings, but people willfully ignore them because they don't think it applies to them. They don't think that they're going to ever find themselves in those situations. How do you know what tomorrow is going to hold? We think people going to live forever. We think people going to always be there for us. People don't have to die. People could just decide, say, you know what, I'm not doing it no more. Then what you going to do? This what got me right here. Listen to this, y'all. The size of the benefit depends on psychological factor, perception of danger, which is hazard and risk. Your perception of what you are being warned. They say clearly. They got neon orange signs out there saying, bridge is out. Bridge is out. Bridge is out. They got stuff on the side of the road. They got stuff. You gonna run right through the barricade and stuff. We done seen people doing in life. Everybody in your family try to get in front of you, trying to block you from making it, and you still do it. Huh? Your tata try to stop, your mambo try. You gonna do you even if it kill you, and it might just do that. Let me tell y'all something. If a lot of times I heard people say, well, Apostle, you a seer. Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you? Yes, I've been trying to tell you the whole time. You was ignoring. You thought I was talking about Tree Rhonda. You thought I was talking about Monique. You thought just because I'm using Trey as an example, I'm not talking about Trey. I'm talking about you. Just because I use Mario as an example, I'm not talking about Mario. I'm talking about you. Just because I use a scenario, a situation, or a circumstance, if the shoe fits, baby, put it on. So you can take the warning and avoid problems, danger. Because if you perceive that is not no danger, how many people walk through warning because they don't perceive the danger? When you live your life and you think everybody out here faking, that is dangerous to me. I do realize that there are people out here faking the front. They ain't real. I get all of that. But a part of wisdom say that you might run across, like I'm a UPS driver. And I'm pretty sure you don't ran across this master, Chris, from Philadelphia. And you go up to a door and they got a fake snake up there, right? Just because I go to a couple houses and there's a fake snake that startled me and I realize it's fake, don't make me go around talking about, oh, snakes don't exist. Because a couple people had some fake snakes hanging from their house. I'm still looking because I understand that snakes exist. Some of y'all, because you done dealt with fake friends, fake situation, fake lovers, fake support, whatever, fake. You take the approach, everything fake. That means even when the warnings come and say, that's a real friend, don't treat them like that. That's somebody that's going to be stirring in your life. Don't handle that situation. You're not going to pay attention to none of the warnings. Because you don't perceive the danger. When them young men went over that barricade and went into that tiger pit, the only way that you can do something that psycho is that you don't perceive that your life could be wiped out. You don't see no danger. You know why people do stuff that are so dangerous? Because they think they're invincible. There's something psychologically going on in your head that you do the things you do. Huh? I'm going to say it again. The reason why some of you do not listen to the warnings and you're constantly getting those warnings and guidance is because you think you got time to keep on pulling the stunts you pulling. Oh, I don't have the money yet. The way you going, you ain't gonna never have the money. You're never gonna make spirituality a top priority. You're never gonna make your spiritual endeavors a top priority. Warning coming for. Oh, we finna get to that. I need to get this. Perception of danger is it says hazard and risk, and I like this the way it was worded. Hazard is the badness of the possible outcome. When something is hazardous, that means it should be handled with caution. Certain people that God have chosen, no matter how acquainted you are, you should treat them as hazardous material because their anointing on their life can destroy you. You never get comfortable with hazardous material. Because bad things can happen when you disrespect God's anointing. Then the risk. Risk is the probability of the outcome. Some of y'all won't do the math. Is that worth the risk? Some of y'all, let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all done got hurt and in predicaments over stuff that if you had just sat down and thought about that ain't even worth doing. That ain't even worth saying. Sometimes when you gonna do you and you feel like I'm a protected person, but I am not gonna jeopardize my life because I'm protected. I'm not gonna jump in front of 18-wheeler because I'm protected. Some of you guys know that certain things about your life ain't up to par, and you still go out there like you just squeaky clean. The Bible even tell you don't tempt God. Don't tempt the ancestor. Don't tempt their Loa. Don't tempt their keys. Like you act like, oh, they got to protect you up on the altar. No, that ain't how this works. That's not how this works. Even the evil spirits will let you go. Thinking you the only one out here or something. Yeah, like certain mindsets psychologically can put you in so many risk factors that you'll be doing things that if you just had a sober mind, you wouldn't do it. Huh? You would seize the opportunity. Some of y'all, let me say this, and I'm not trying to offend, but I got to say this. Some of y'all living y'all life like you gonna have another opportunity. Y'all act like these windows of opportunities open up every single day. You act like doors of opportunity, trains of opportunity, like whatever it is. I don't understand how you don't have the urgency to say, you know what? I might not get this chance again. I might not get a chance to be around this again. You're literally walking around here acting like I'm going to be in the company of this person all my life. That's not true. And I'm going to say it again. People ain't got to die. They can elevate in life. They can move. God can move them in spaces and places that you can no longer be around them. Then what? All that teaching, all that instruction, all those opportunities to get in classes, all those opportunities to get ceremonies done for you. And now God got them in doing other stuff, and they don't do that. He's not having them do that work anymore. Do you realize that certain people like me can elevate in certain levels, that he only wants us working with certain people at certain times in our life? There's certain things I don't do anymore. Certain things that I'm offering now, I won't be offering later. Some of y'all act like you got like, oh, this is, oh, I can, yeah, that's okay. If Apostle Ely don't do it, then it's another vessel out there doing. It's very few people like me out here. Very few people. And some of you guys are missing out on major opportunity. And I understand, because you don't hear this as a warning. You don't see this as the season can be coming to an end. You don't see this as an opportunity that I don't have to have this type of good counsel in my ear. I don't know why this it's not charging. Hold on, y'all. There you go. That was a warning right there. 15%. Check your charger. I want you to admit to yourself how many things that you actually experienced that you should not have experienced if you had just taken the warning. If you had just realized, it's like the story about Jesus with Martha and Mary. Martha thought she was doing right by preparing a meal. But what Martha did not understand is it's not every day Jesus come to your house. You might want to take advantage of this. Mary looked at it and said, listen here, I'm finna sit at his feet. And I'm finna learn whatever I can learn. I might not ever come across a guru like this no more. I might not ever come across a conjurer like this no more. I might not ever come across an obedient man like this. I need to get what I can get. Because it might not be another tomorrow. God may bless him and he might be over here, flying over here. He might be over here with the president next time. I don't know where this man gonna go. But right now, while he's in my house, he's before me, I'm finna sup. I'm finna eat. Wisdom. I'm trying to help y'all. I'm not being arrogant. I'm telling you the truth. But a lot of time, because you don't consider saying, what can you no longer afford to miss out on opportunities? I'm trying to bring it home for you, because that's what grown people realize. There's certain times you have to make certain sacrifices, because you might not get this opportunity again. You might not have this available to you again. And I'm not just talking about me. I'm talking about everything in your life. Do you wake up in the morning and realize and recognize the opportunity, or you just let the warning? They say 7 more days. 6 more days, 5 more candles, 3 more this. Oh, I'll wait, baby. All right. Proverbs 18 and 12. I told you this is going to be a doozy. 18 and 12 said this. Before destruction, the heart of a man is haughty. It says before destruction, the heart of the man is haughty. That's a warning. And before honor is humility. So you can choose to exalt yourself and be abased, or you can choose to abase yourself and be exalted. These are warnings. You can go out here and think because you done learned this, you done learned up on this person done put their hands on you, this person spit in your face, you got Ben in here and he blew in your nostrils, you know, you had T.D. Jakes preach your ceremony, like whatever. Humility is not a person that be walked on. I'm humble up under the authority by which God has given me. Remember, the Bible was talking about a centurion. He was a man under authority, and he had people had authority. He had authority over. So you have to live your life knowing that you are a powerful God or goddess, or magi, or a mystic, or be a man. But then you are also up under higher power. So you don't get beside yourself. Like the old people say, too big for your britches. And I told a couple of people this before in my lifetime. Don't let your money create enemies for you. Money's not your problem when it comes to your country. Because if your ancestors want you to have certain things, they will make a way for you. I'm a living testimony. I want y'all to understand, in 2023, stop ignoring the warnings, whether they come through me or any other. When your ancestors are telling you certain things or telling you not to do certain things, I was told that I can do a working, but I was told I couldn't do it until after January the 3rd. I'm not going to try to do that working before because I know how to do conjure. I'm not going to do that work because somebody else may say, well, oh, I think you should do it now because this is going on in my life. Nobody makes nothing. When if I get instruction, that's a warning. When they give me a time frame to do certain things, that's a warning. When they tell me to get up right now and do certain things, I could be sleeping. I could be trying to get, as my grandma used to say, get the cat dookie out my eyes. I get up. Because you never know why the Spirit has you doing certain things. Those are warnings, baby. Sometimes I'm like, man, I really need to do this over here, but I do it. Because you never know why they're telling you to do that. It has nothing to do with what you think. It's following instruction. And if you're going to be great at this, I'm telling you, obedience is better than sacrifice. Doing things in the time frame by which Spirit has given you is the best thing you can do for your soul. Sitting around thinking that you got time, baby. This one, when they say touch not my anointing, do my prophet no harm, I realize that everybody think that God's anointed. So they feel like they can go and touch other people. That's so ignorant. But people do it. Right now, some of you would not be in a predicament. I'm talking to grown men and women, whether you want to acknowledge or not. Certain pains and heartaches, disappointments you had, if you had listened to those warnings, you would not be going through that. The same people spitting in your face today would not be spitting in your face if you had left like the Spirit told you. The same people stepping on your toes today would not be stepping on your toes today if you had put them shoes with the steel toe in there like the Spirit told you. The same people that I'm stealing from you today would not be stealing from you because you would not be in their company as it is. Because you gonna do what you want to do, and this is the excuse that people use to ignore warning. I love him. I love her. I love him. I love her. Has nothing to do with the warnings. You can love them all day long. But when you've been warned and you proceed to go beyond that, and let me tell y'all something, another thing y'all need to pay attention to. When somebody constantly saying, I don't care what they practice, when they're constantly saying, the Spirit told me to do this and I didn't do it. The Spirit told me to do that and I didn't do it. Why are you listening to that person? Help me, y'all. This us. Because we trying to get ready for a new year. Why are you listening to somebody that clearly is in rebellion against themselves and their own spirits? And if they're not going to follow their own spirit, they most certainly ain't going to follow the spirit out of anybody else. They're clearly telling you they get into it. They don't follow instructions on jobs, in relationships. They don't follow instruction when they buy something from the store and it comes with instruction. They don't follow instruction. But you were warned about that person and you still listening. And you wonder why you have the outcomes. Let me tell you, if nobody else tells you, there's no amount of conjure, spiritual working that you can do that is going to keep you from having certain outcomes when you don't listen to warning. Warnings have purpose. God gives purposes to warnings in every ATR. Don't eat that. Don't eat at this certain time. When you done heard certain doctors tell you, people, I'm going through this. No, you wanted to go through that because you were warned not to do that and you still did it. Huh? My dentist warned me of the decay in my back tooth in 2018. Huh? 2018. It is 2022. About to be 23. That's how far along I was warned. And I took precautionary things to try to keep it clean or whatever because I wasn't ready. When that thing abscessed in my mouth, swole me up, had this whole side also had my beautiful face all disfigured. When I went to see my dentist, I didn't cuss her out and tell her, why you didn't tell me this? Why you let me this happen? I was up under her care and I did not, in the time frame she gave me, do the procedure. Well, that's the same thing in spirituality. You have a certain time to do certain works. After that, things change. Then when I went to go get the extraction from her, she said, no, you're too swollen. There's still infection in there. And she gave me some more antibiotics. And she said, once all of the infection come out, she said, because Sam, if I do it right now, you're going to hate me because it's going to hurt. And none of my anesthesia is going to work on you because of the infection. Some of y'all going to wait to the point of no return. This is a warning right here. Some of y'all, I'm warning you right now, telling you you're getting into the danger zone. You get into the when the thing say red on your car, when it get in the red, you done went too far. You watch that thing do just like this. You watch it move from good in there. Keep up, and like I said, you grown. But one thing you cannot say after hearing this message today, that you don't know what a warning is. And you also got to acknowledge that you willfully, intentionally ignore them for whatever your various reasons are. Because you grown. You have a right just like I did. Huh? I had every other reason why I wasn't ready to do that. Huh? And then when I got ready, she said I couldn't get it done. So she said, next week, if all of the infection is gone, then I will extract that too. But now I got to have a bridge done. So now, instead of just getting an extraction, now I got to get an extraction and a bridge. You understand? It's going to cost more work. Some of y'all think you're saving money. You're not saving money. You're actually going to cost more because you're going to wait till things get into danger zone, and then it's going to cost. Now you're going to think somebody trying to rob you. Some of us love to push it to the limit. I have been a victim of doing this myself. It's the truth. And after a while, and that's why I tell y'all, like, you're not going to tell me what you're not doing, because if the word come to me first, I know I done it. When that pressure, and when God say sleep, get you some rest, I used to go. I remember I said, no, I'm finna lay down. I'm finna lay down because I'm not finna give my enemies a chance to get up on me because I won't lay down. I don't care how powerful you are, this body need to rest. I stitch in the save 9. A stitch. Wait a minute, I can't read it. A stitch in the save the 9. I can't. Sir Mara, I can't even. Let me. A stitch in time. Oh, a stitch in time saves 9. All right. Even with glasses, I can't see. Jesus. I hope this helped you guys. I hope I broke it down enough, no matter where you are on the spectrum, that you understand what a warning is, why tatas, mambos, hugans, parents, people warn you about certain things. People tell you about certain prejudices that are out there in the world. You ignore them, and when they happen, you want us to feel sorry for you. I don't, because you so busy trying to make me a racist instead of just taking the wisdom that I'm trying to give you. Do it. At the end of the day, you're still going to do what you want to do. So it's not about me trying to stop you from doing what you want to do. I'm just giving you some wisdom so you know how to conduct yourself in those type of situations and circumstances. At the end of the way, I ain't trying to get got. I'm like Medea. I ain't trying to get got, and I'm trying to get them before they get me. And the only way I'm going to do that is I listen to the warnings. I line myself. I told many of you guys about these candles. I told you guys about the bracelets, and I told you guys about the graveyard ceremonies. I'm giving you guys, and I'm trying to keep these prices affordable as I can. But eventually, because I'm doing too much and it's costing me financially, that at a point I'm not going to be able to afford to even do my consultation for $150. I'm going to, like, y'all have no idea. When you big growing and things are increasing, things change. And people say, he don't think about the little. I'm trying to look out for the people that have little, trying to give you opportunity, but the window is closing. Because I'm not, in order to do what I'm really trying to do, I'm not going to be able to go there. My son said, Darius said, Lord, help me to do those things I need to do. When it comes, let me tell y'all something. Do yourself a favor. Start manning up, warming up to a lot of these warnings. People have been telling, there's some stuff is about to take place, and I am trying to get in position. I'm trying to get certain people in position, because it's a lot of people not going to be ready. I already know they're not going to be ready because they ignore the warnings. And while you got money, you need to buy your stuff. The time will come when the American dollar will be worth nothing. I'm going to say it again. A lot of y'all running around here thinking that we're in the age of Aquarius. Aquarius is going to be ruling for 2,000 years. If you're not trying to get with technology, you're not trying to understand how to operate on a whole nother financial level, and you're not trying to make those adjustments, sir and ma'am, don't say you haven't been warned. Apostle Ely is trying to warn you. And some of you can't get there, so you need to tag along with somebody else that can bring you on. You need to be connecting yourself with people that got know-how and getting in position, so when things happen, you don't be left out in the cold. You understand? You understand? You're being warned. Take it however you want to take it. I have really, from the heart, been trying to help a lot of you guys financially, positions, and all of that. And y'all still out here trying to live the American dream. And the American dream is a nightmare. I'm going to say it again. The American dream is a nightmare. Huh? You better walk in your destiny so you are prepared to fulfill your destiny when other stuff start falling apart. Y'all can pull out their money from the international bank. There go confirmation. Monique Fofo, what's up? Keep on. Some of y'all think I'm just running my mouth and you could think I'm trying to scare you. What's up, Miss Lady? You could think I'm trying to scare you. You could think that whatever you can spend now to get yourself in position, you better do it. Because after a while, I'm going to say it like this. When have you ever known the government to give money away? And it's our money. When have you known them to do it? Huh? A lot of y'all laughing about the Queen dying in Great Britain. The fall of their monarchy is also the fall of America's monarchy. And many of y'all trying to hold on to the American dream. Go on down with the ship. Go on, I say, go on. And if you ain't in position, if I was you, sir and ma'am, the wisest thing and the wisest advice I give, hook up with somebody that's going. And do what you can so you can say, forget me not. Forget me not. All right, boys and girls. If you think I don't know what I'm talking about, you are... I am trying to elevate as many as I can and get my team together so we can do the work that I was called to do. The real work. Some of y'all, I'm telling you, get this, get that. I can't make you do nothing, but I offer things to you. So you can get your healing, so you get your stuff. Those that can be in that my drumming on the 1st of January, do yourself a favor. If you can fly in, be a part of that service. What can you turn in a pot for more energy? Yeah. I see you, Miss Lady. Let me tell y'all something. A lot of people will not utilize their pots and the stuff that I do for y'all. They wouldn't use their magic. They just sit there pinning y'all to death. They really not helping y'all. I'm literally giving you knowledge, wisdom, understanding, foundational teaching, and a lot of stuff. Like, yes, I'm going to teach more profound stuff in my classes, but they will be charging y'all the stuff I'm just teaching y'all outright. They would be charging y'all if they had the knowledge that I had. If they had the insight. They would be charging y'all. And some of you guys have the nerve not to even be going back and studying. You just, all right. Because guess what? Who's to say they're going to allow this stuff to stay up on social media? That's why the Bible says, I have written it in my heart. So when you ain't got your Bible, you need the word on the inside. You need the pungos on the inside. You need the orishas on the inside. You need the loas on the inside. You need to know those ceremonies in and out. Study. Know. So you can perform your magic whether you got anything to read or not. Know your stuff. I can rattle this stuff off like nobody business. Huh? I'm just telling you. If you want to support Apostolic Faith, if you want those candles, they're on $100 for donation. If you want to be a blessing to me tonight, hey, I'm here for. I need all the. I'm not even faking no front. I need all the support I can get. Right about now, going into this new year, the money that I'm gonna be spending for these ceremonies, bruh, sis, if you want to help a brother out, please do so, huh? The $20 just ain't gonna do it. You understand? But I appreciate whatsoever anybody does. If you want to read it tonight, if you want me to burn incense for you, or you just want to say, you know what, I want to give it. I want to give the waiter, the server, a tip for such a good, meaty, delicious word. All right. So I want to say also thank you, Minister Mario. Want to say thank you to Darius. I want to say who else? Shadow Wars, Madam May, a few others that I want to mention. I'm gonna be mentioning certain people periodically for certain things they've been doing, and I want to say thank you for umbrellaing me and supporting me through this process. This has been a very weighty process for me. And I am trying to help as many people that will allow me. And I have a minister. He's a member of my church, and he brought that awareness. He said Harriet Tubman said that she could have saved and freed more slaves if they knew they were slaves. I could help way more people than I'm helping right now, but they don't realize that they are the people I'm talking about. They don't think they need help. Some of these conjurers and some of these root workers gonna need my help after a while. You hating on me now, but you gonna need me later. You out here reporting my lies now, but you gonna need me later. You gonna need the real power. Cause that root ain't gonna do it for you. That little bit of conjure you know, that little bit of old bill work you know, ain't gonna do it for you. You gonna need some real magi. You gonna need some real magi. You gonna need some real magi. Okay? Y'all mark my words. Trying to tell you, I don't sound like the old people now. Miss Lady, I think High John is good incense that will increase. Oh yeah. Oh, that's what she was saying. Yeah, my High John the Conqueror. Did I burn all of that? I just been burning stuff, y'all. I got my fire pit. I got logs. I did have the nerve. We in Florida, y'all. They ran out of wood. People out there. I said, Lord, okay. It ain't snowing outside. They literally sold out of wood. I said I might have to go out into the woods and go get me some of my own wood. But I bought some logs because I'm gonna work with my fire pit tonight. Got some conjuring to do. But I hope I help encourage many of you guys. If you don't mind, push my videos, share those videos, and thank you guys for those comments. I didn't see Jelly Sweet. She sent me such a beautiful encouragement. Let me tell y'all something. When y'all do that I'm trying to tell y'all, Bo, all of y'all that be sending me them text messages, I'd be needing that stuff. I really do. I have to deal with a lot of stuff I don't come on social media and talk about, but I have to contend. I'm 50 years old. I have to contend with a lot of stuff with people, and whether inside or outside. And, you know, a lot of you guys don't realize that. And when you come through and y'all encourage me like that, it really means a lot to me. It really does. I'm happy about what's going on. There you go. Yeah, Jelly Sweet, I want to say this in front of everybody that the message that you sent me was so beautiful, so encouraging, and so on time that I needed it. Y'all send me stuff periodically. I don't want any of you guys to think that I'm so big out here. Yeah, it may take me a while to go through the messages and actually see them, but when I do see them, I do respond. Keisha said ancestor incense. But you know, sometimes Keisha said, "Oh, am I bothering you?" No, baby. If you bother me, I tell you. But I do appreciate that. Responsibility is a big deal. And I want y'all to understand why I do what I do, what to look for. Take a moment and breathe in and breathe out and live this thing called life, and stop just letting life happen to you. Get back in the driver's seat. Get your head right. Listen to the people that actually want to see you win. Disassociate yourself with energies that don't want to see you win. And let me tell y'all something. There's a song out there that says, if you can't love the one you want, love the one you with. If that ain't a real message. Some of y'all so concerned about people in your family that don't want to love on you, and there's people that that ain't know you but 3 or 4 days will give you more love than you ever had in your life. How about just letting God send the people that want to love on you? Why allow yourself to be tolerated? Why you know, I don't have to have Thanksgiving dinner with sit up under somebody's table that don't like me. I get my own damn turkey. That's why I get up and go to work. Yes, he does. I mess up post on TikTok at times, and he respond. Yeah, I will. I be late though sometimes. Not sometimes, a lot of time. What's Jelly Sweet? No problem, Apostle. That message was the time. Yeah. I just want you guys to realize that this is a very trying time in my life, but this is also a very rewarding time. And I don't at no time I want to portray just the good part of spirituality. I want y'all to see some of the behind. I can't show you everything, but I do want you to be more realistically of some of the things that go on behind the scene. You know what I'm saying? So when if this is something that you want to do one day, or your children or grandchildren do, you have a better understanding of some of the things that they're gonna have to deal with, and they'll be more prepared to deal with those things. Because you have to have a very strong mind, emotional stability, and it takes a lot of money to stay clean. People be throwing at me for all kind of crazy reasons, and jealous because people bless me and stuff. Like, literally, they ain't got nothing to do with what God is doing in my life, but then you want to try to hinder what God is doing in my life. That's the kind of some of the stuff that you have to contend with out here. But like, I'm not even warning people anymore. I got stuff I got planned, but ain't nobody gonna stop me but God, and He chose not to do it. What's up, Erica Canton? Hi, that's Sagittarius from South Carolina. Amen. Love on those that love on you. Yeah, that's real talk. And I want to say this without offending. You don't have time to convince anybody why you want to be in their life. We time out for that. We grown. You don't want me here? I won't be here. Bye. I'll be out like Bewitched. Poof. You too grown trying to still convince another grown man or woman why you need to be in their life. If you don't know why I'm in your life and the value I bring to your life, and you don't acknowledge, if you don't think it's valuable enough for you to nourish it, support it, I'm gonna go where the hands that want to touch this at. That's all I'm trying to tell you. I ain't trying to tell you what to do, but one thing I'm not gonna do is spend the rest of my existence on this earth plane around people that don't appreciate what I'm bringing to the table, complaining about the wisdom that I'm giving out that your mom and daddy didn't think enough to give you, or they didn't have it to give. For whatever the reason is, I'm giving it to you, and I'm doing it free of charge. You understand? That's real talk. Stop wasting your time trying to convince somebody you're smart and you're worthy for them to listen to you. Because you can go right around the corner and somebody will sit there and listen to you all day till they fall asleep. Shamara said, I needed to hear that. I'm going to put it in. I'm serious. Did somebody, what keep you looking so young? What keep me looking so young? Besides genetics? Paying attention to them warnings. Stop trying to make somebody believe. Make somebody want something they clearly don't want. Stop spending unnecessary energy. Let me tell y'all something. I know I used to wasn't like this, but I learned how to back away. When somebody clearly showing me that what I'm doing they don't want, it's not valuable enough, or something else is more valuable to them, I know how to move myself. And that's not a loss, that's a win. I know how to move myself because I am worth your time, your energy, and whatever else you got to offer. Oh, yes, I am. And if you feel like something else is more important or valuable, have at it. Have at it, sir or ma'am. Shango act crazy and you think the neighbor got it there, go on over there. You'll find out. Go on. You'll find out how good you got it. And when you try to come back and be putting your paw on my door, talking about, no, sir. I'll call the Humane Society to come pick him up. You don't get a second chance to come back in my house. If you were snugged in, the first time you should have stayed snugged in. Once you go out my door, that's a wrap. That's how I roll. Doing me keeps me young. Been here, done all of that. Come on here, somebody. Here, I know that's right. All right, guys. Since that, readings or anything else, thank you so much. Much love to each and every one of you guys. And to those that did not see that video earlier, go back, listen to it at your leisure. Make sure y'all hit that like button, share, and comment up on these videos and share them so they can actually get out there into the mainstream where people can actually get this information. Apostle loves you, appreciates you, and respects what you do for me and with me. Okay? Thank you. Good night, y'all. Don't do my Shango. Shango better not do me like that.